Good morning, everyone. For our name of business, we came up with Alerto. So for Alerto, I was like thinking about what should we name our business, and I was like it was like I was sleeping, and I was like, oh, what should we name it? Should we like, and I was very tired on it. I was like, it came up on my mind. I was like, oh, I should be alert. I should be should do things. I should not be like luya. I should not be tired. And I was like, that's a great thing. And I was like, alert to. Alert ako. Alert to. Balitang sigurado sa alert to. So, alert in giving information, alert in helping people. Well, it's a business where it feeds your curiosity and helps you understand in simple terms and updates you on current happenings. It's balitang sigurado sa alert to, especially on COVID cases or COVID information. We will be having our business on that.
Hi everyone, I'm going to explain about why we choose this logo. So we choose this logo because it's simple and it grabs attention for all those information seekers. And this logo will give them a strong first impression. So from the word alerto, so when they see the logo of our page, what comes out of their mind is, what is alerto? What is in alerto? So it will link to curiosity, and once they are curious, they will visit that page and be amazed because our page gives individuals information to keep them alert and updated. That's why we named our logo as Alerto, which keeps an individual alert as always, and we choose simple colors. Not too colorful nor dull, but the color of it sets the stage for the personality, which gives significant impact on people's emotional state. So we put a red cross there because this symbolizes to give protection and hope, and we chose to color it red because it gives us a intense color that demands attention like no other color. And we include a globe also in our logo because people from different places can get access to this information, and we choose to color it blue because blue gives us a positive feeling.
What our business is all about is because of nowadays the rise of technology on social media has been the biggest platform used by a lot of users. So we use social media because it can be one of a company or a business most profitable marketing channels because it's an excellent way to build awareness or build brands or connect with existing customers and generate new leads to fill your funnel. So the platform that we will be using is on Facebook. So because Facebook, we have researched on 2020, it has reported it earned about $21.4 billion, and in 12 months prior. How is this platform generating a lot of much income, or why this platform has a lot of income wherein you're just scrolling on Facebook like that, but it's because of Facebook ads, because Facebook has a lot of active users every day. So it's no surprise it's become the best way to find your target audience because creates interaction with a lot of people and to get new customers. But it's also a great way to interact with your clients because they can, if ever you can get their attention, and it can create page. For us, we've created Facebook page, and we can have like personal experience with the brand, or we can have Facebook ads, or they can there will be company, if ever like it will be big already, they can have ads, or there are kind of consumers who are willing to have their ads on our Facebook page, and it will be a great income for us. Um, for Facebook, if there will be pros and cons for it, because Facebook has a massive audience reach, it's targeted targeted advertising and great for customer interaction, and there will be powerful analytics. But for our disadvantage of it is because Ads require a large budget for that, and it takes consistent engagement and little to no control if page is suspended. So for this, for our business Alerto, we are giving information to those people who don't understand much about COVID, especially COVID. But if ever it will be like big or it will grow and there will be a lot of users interacting with it, maybe there's a possibility that we can generate more income on it. And for our Alerto, we will give a balitang sigurado sa Alerto.
The problem that we are trying to solve is the lessening of individuals that are affected by COVID. We basically aim to encourage and instill knowledge to everyone to learn more about this deadly virus. What is it? How can it be transmitted? The symptoms, how to prevent, and all things that individuals may be concerned about.
And now, we will be discussing our sample post in our Facebook page Alerto, in where we created 3 infographics for us to disseminate or share information through this type of information sharing. So first is all about COVID-19 vaccine comparisons, since there are a lot of COVID vaccines that are being introduced and used today. So as you can see, COVID vaccines differs in types such as RNA type vaccine, the viral vector, the protein subunit, and more. Also, it differs in doses in where most vaccines require 2 doses given several weeks apart. Also, storage in where there are vaccines that last longer than the other and it requires appropriate storage such as required temperature. And lastly, of course, the efficacy in where an effective vaccine will protect someone who receives it by lowering the chance of getting COVID-19 if the person encounters the coronavirus disease. So there are vaccines that have a higher efficacy rate than the other vaccines, but it does not mean that those vaccines with lower efficacy rate are not effective. It will also protect you from getting the virus as well. So the vaccines that can be found in the infographic are the ones that are used in our country. We include these vaccines because they are the most common vaccine names that we encounter and even introduce in our country. So to name them, these are the AstraZeneca, the Novavax, Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson or the J&J, the Sputnik V, and the first one that arrived in the country, the Sinovac vaccine. So among the list, 3 of them are considered a viral vector vaccine. So the AstraZeneca, the Sputnik, and the J&J. Also, Novavax is the only protein-based vaccine in the list. Pfizer and Moderna are RNA-type vaccines. And lastly, Sinovac is an inactivated virus type of vaccines. Weakened. So for their doses, all of them require 2 doses except the Johnson vaccine or the J&J for the reason that the vaccine is bold enough to expect the vaccine to be efficacious enough as well. And lastly, for the storage and efficacy, they are all still different to each other while others are nearly similar as well. Among the vaccines, the Pfizer has the highest efficacy rate, but still there are ongoing studies for all of the vaccines. To generalize, it is important to know our vaccines, not just limiting ourselves to only know its name.
For our second infographic, this is a reminder on what we should do in order to prevent the further spread of the virus. First, we are introducing the steps on how our mask should fit. Second, the steps in washing our hands properly. And last but not the least, an illustration that shows social distancing to encourage individuals to be mindful of our distance with people, especially in public.
So I'm going to explain about vaccination process and how vaccine works. We created this infographic which is very easy to understand. If a person decides to be injected by COVID vaccine, inside a syringe that a nurse or a doctor is holding, some people might be curious what it is, but it is a weakened, inactive inactive or harmless disease agents. So this way, your immune system will react by producing antibodies to recognize the disease or the virus that we are facing today. So if a person is vaccinated for how many weeks and he or she will be infected later, their immune system will be ready to fight off the disease or virus, because some people who aren't vaccinated easily gets the virus and will be in a situation that they are not expecting. So it's better that all people who are living will have the willingness to get vaccinated if they have no valid reason to be not vaccinated. So if a person decides to be vaccinated, there are things to go through. The time that I was vaccinated before, I experienced a long process where I waited and lined up, filled out some papers, and of course, they will get our history and of course, your vital sign, because it is really important before getting vaccinated. By the time you will decide to get vaccinated, might as well expect these things to happen. So there will be a vaccination process where you will have your screening for eligibility. Vaccination is limited to certain populations. This is to test if you are really qualified to get vaccinated or not. They will check your physical appearance, if wala ka galuya or kanang pale kaayo ka, because if moadto ka ana sa ilaha tapos makita nila na you're not in a good condition, ay dili na ka makaproceed ana. That's why there is this cold screening. So first, they are going to screen your physical appearance, and they will also check your history. So one golden rule is to be honest all the time. So they will ask you some questions if you have been vaccinated by another vaccine days ago, or if you are pregnant, and etc. If they know that there is any contraindication in your situation, you will not proceed to being vaccinated, and they will tell you why. Because if you lie, because you really want to be vaccinated, you can lose your life, or if you're lucky enough, you can get through it. Next is distribution of fact sheets prior to vaccine administration. So each of us has the right to know the facts about the vaccine that is injected to us. It's better to know more to be sure about our decision, di ba? So next, you will sign consent about the willingness to be vaccinated, and you will also put your personal information so that they can contact you. So once you signed it, they will prepare the vaccination. Next is patient flow is being monitored to avoid drawing up unnecessary doses. Then once the preparation and checking is done, you will go through the vaccinators where they will give you instructions again. Then finally, you will be injected by the COVID vaccine. Next, you will be observed after vaccination, and they will message you for the scheduling of the second dose of your vaccination so that you will be informed.
So, the target audience of our business is the social media users, particularly the Facebook users, where they can access to information from pages such as our very own Alerto page. Also, upon seeing information from the social media platform, they can also disseminate this information to other group of people such as neighbors, friends, or relatives. It does not only limit to who can access social media platforms, but also to how information is being spread online or even in the actual world. Moreover, social media allows the social development of society and also helps in many businesses. It provides tools such as social media marketing that can reach millions of potential customers. We can easily access information and receive news through social media. It is a great tool to create awareness about any social cause. Employers can reach potential job seekers. It can help many people to develop and interact socially with the world without interruption. Many people use social media to listen to high officials themselves. It can also help you to meet like-minded people.
So let us now proceed into how to earn on Facebook. So first is to include ads in your videos. So in stream ads, it will help you earn money by including short ads before, during, or after your videos. Your earnings are determined by things such as number of video views and who the advertisers are. This portion is best for longer videos. And next is the content that is suitable for advertisers. So by including the ads, the most important thing that we should remember is that it is eligible to your content such as your videos. So next is to add a paid subscription to pages. So fund subscriptions allow the audience that cares most about your page to directly fund it through monthly, recurring payments that you set. So this is best for pages with a large active following. So when we say large active following, so there are a number of people that follows your page and supports your page. And for pages interested in offering exclusive bonus content. So lastly is to collaborate with brands to generate revenue by publishing content that features or is influenced by a business partner. So in collaborating with brands, this is best for pages with an active, loyal following. And topics most brands won't see it as risky. Before you can tag a business partner in a branded content post, you need to request access, of course. And to use Brand Collabs Manager, you need to apply as well. So, how to apply for monetization tools? So first is to visit the Facebook for Creators website on a computer. So you should use computer or desktop, and I think it will not open if you will use just a gadget or a phone. And at the top, hover over the tools tab, and next from the options, select monetization tool application, and next in the new window, scroll down to see a list of the pages that you administrate, and you will immediately be able to see which of your pages is eligible for our monetization products. And when you say it's eligible, so it should go as what I said earlier. It should complies the community standards and all of the terms that should be complied for you to be monetized, and what criteria others may need to improve in order to qualify. So next is to select the page you would like to enroll into one or more of our monetization products. So scroll down to the application section and fill out the required fields, and then click submit. So when you follow all of these terms, or steps, then you can apply for monetization. And lastly, you will be notified via email that Facebook have received your application. If you do not receive confirmation, please check the email associated with the page you use for the application. So that would be all for ways to monetize on Facebook.